Alright, how's it going? Today I'm going to get straight into it. So, last video I was playing Mitsurugi. Took about some weeks, school, college, all that jazz. But now I've been testing out new Dragon Link. So, new support has came out for the deck from the last set, Burst Protocol, the Rokket Loader, Hollow Rocket Dragon, Boral Reboot, and the brand new Link 5, Boral Shroud Dragon. And that is awesome. So, a new support is coming with Rocket Barrage and the Breach Boral Dragon that's going to be coming out May 8th, so not too long from now. So I'm just going to go over some key combos to know for the deck, primarily for the Rokket side. Since with the new support, Rokket is pretty much a good, viable deck. Not competitive, but it's more than playable. Far more playable than it used to be. So yeah, let's get into the first combo. So first combo, we can go with the one card Rokket Tracer, which actually wasn't that good before the new support came out. It was kind of eh. You can end on maybe a Link 2 or something. If you just had this in your hand, it wasn't that good. But now with the new support cards, you can end on a full board essentially. So let me just normal summon Rokket Tracer, and you go into Striker Dragon. Use its effect, add Boot Sector Launch. Then after that, you destroy itself using its effect to add back the Rokket Tracer. Now before the new support came out, you would just end on a Savage Dragon. But then he got banned, so you'd end on like a Draco, or maybe try to push for something else with some wacky cards, but kind of just had to make up something that could work. But now, you actually have a set combo in mind. So, use Boot Sector Launch, and you want to summon the Rokket Tracer. Next, you'll use his effect to destroy the Boot Sector Launch and go into your Rokket Loader, specifically. Rokket Loader is amazing because when it is summoned, you can add one level 7 Dark Dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So what you're going to add is Abjurator Dragon. And why you're going to add this is because you can summon it using its effect. Because you control a Rokket monster, you can summon this card from your hand to your field. So you're going to do that. And now you're going to use Abjurator and one of the two Rockets to link summon Delindrus. And that'll trigger Abjurator's effect because it was sent from the field, or just sent to the graveyard in general. You can add one Rokket from your deck to your hand. So you want to specifically add Rokket Caliber. And you add Rokket Caliber because its effect lets you special summon itself to a zone a Dark Dragon Link monster points to. Well, just a Dark Link monster. So you'll use Rokket Tracer and then link to Delindrus into the brand new Link monster Boral Dragon. And with this effect, you'll add the double interlock from the deck to the hand. And as you can see, its arrows are absolutely perfect for the Guard Dragon Pisty combos because you just summon the Caliber, you trigger Delindrus and summon itself, specifically to a zone that's not going to be where the monster is pointing to, so just like in the middle is fine. And now you can summon the Guard Dragon Pisty. So its arrow and Boral are both pointing towards the center, so now you would want to activate this. For the new fusion monster, you want to banish the Striker Dragon and the Rokket Loader for material, and you can just summon it. And why this is so good is because when this card is fusion summoned, you can add one Rokket monster from your deck to your hand. So you're going to activate its effect to add the brand new Rokket Detonator, which is an amazing card. Now you're going to use the effect Guard Dragon Pisty, and you're just going to summon any Rokket monster. So you can summon this, you can summon either one. So I'm going to go for the Rokket Loader. Next, I'm going to special summon Rokket Detonator because you control a Dark Dragon Link monster. You can special summon it from your hand, free of cost. You can do that. Now with the Link 3 Boral, Link 2 Delindrus, and Link 1 Pisty, going to go into a Link 5 with Boral and Dragon. And now you're going to activate the effect of Fatal Flare, the second effect. So you can equip any Darker Dragon Link monster from your graveyard or banishment to any monster you control. So either monster on the field, it doesn't matter. You can just equip it to itself. So you're going to equip specifically Trizbor Dragon because it's link 3. And why that's important is because Rokket Detonator can target a Dark Dragon Link monster in your equip zone and special summon it. Or just any Dark Dragon. So you're going to activate this, going to target the Trizbor, and you're going to summon it to your side of the field. Its effects are negated, but that doesn't matter. Because now you can activate Borlin Dragon, negate the effect of your fusion, or any of the other 2 monsters, and summon Rokket Tracer. Next, you're going to go into your second link 5, the brand new Boral Shroud Dragon. So with Trizbor, Detonator, Fatal Flare. Boom. And you don't want to activate the effect of Fatal Flare, because this is a board breaker effect. Because this effect is when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, as like material specifically, you can target 1 card in the field, destroy it. You don't want to do that on your first turn, obviously, because you'll be popping one of your own cards. So no. And now you have options. So if Warlord Savage Dragon was legal, you go into Savage and equip the Trizbor. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So before Breach Brawl was announced, you would go into Draco Berserker for most of your plays. Well, before any of this stuff got announced, you're just going to Draco Berserker. But now the new Breach Brawl Dragon got announced. It's going to be coming out May 8th in the new Blazing Dominion set. So I'm going to summon it. And why you want to summon it is because it has an amazing effect to add any Boral spell or trap from your deck to your hand. I'm going to activate it. And you're going to add the trap card Boral Reboot. So what this does is when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, while you control a Rokket or a Boral monster, you can negate the activation. And then your opponent has to set that card face down. But it can't be activated. And also it has a hand effect to where you can activate it from your hand by paying half your life points. Now I don't want to do that. That's a hefty cost, so I'm just going to set it. And that'll be your end board. And what's great about this is you have a lot that's going on here. So you have a spell and trap negate, a monster negate, and also a body that's really hard to get rid of. Also with Boral Shroud Dragon, he can negate monsters as well. So you'll negate a monster effect with Boral Land, summon back a Rokket, and then you use Boral Shroud Dragon, you target a Rokket, and be able to negate any effect your opponent controls of a face-up card in their field. So Omni negate, monster negate, spell trap negate, which is really good off of 1 card. So now I'm going to show you how to get into this with your brand new card, Rokket Loader. So now you have Rokket Loader, the brand new Link 4 Rokket monster that is absolutely amazing. This is also a 1-card combo. So what you want to do, normal summon it, use its effect, and you're going to add Abs Router. Use its effect to special summon. Now you're going to go into the Striker play, add Boot Sector Launch. And it's pretty much like the previous combo, just started in a different way. Use effect Abs Router, add Tracer. It's going to be pretty much the same line. So it's going to go through the motions here, go for this, summon Tracer, Tracer effect, pop Boot Sector Launch. And this is where it's going to differ. So you're going to want to summon Sova Rokket Dragon, because you're going to use this near the end of the combo. So next, Trizbor. Boom. Use this effect. Double Interlock. Then Pisty. Ooh, excuse me. Then you're going to activate the fusion spell. And you can just do the same thing. Striker and Rokket Loader are really good materials to use. You don't need them for the combo at all. So, same thing. Its effect. I'm going to add Detonator. Next, you can use Pisty's effect. And you're going to summon back the Silver Rokket. That triggers Delindrus, and you can summon itself, but it's banished when it leaves the field. Now you special summon Rokket Detonator. And after that, you do the same thing as before. Trizbor, Pisty, Delindrus. And you'll be going into Boral and Dragon. Now you're going to use the effect Fatal Flare. Once again, you equip it to any monster. the Trisboro, like detonator, target that. Summon it. Next, you can special summon Boral Shroud. No. So with this, you have options. So you could go into Borderland and target the Silver Rocket and then banish a card from the extra deck. Because its effect is, when a Link Monster effect is activated that targets a face-up card in the field, quick effect, you can destroy this card, then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish one card from it. So that's really good. So if you know the matchup, and you know like a key card, let's say you're going up against Stardust or something, you can banish a Junk Speeder, and that pretty much just killed their combo. So that's an option. You'll be left with 2 Link 5 bodies and 4 cards in your hand, which is really good. Really good. But for the sake of this combo, I'm just going to summon back a Rokket, Breach Boral, its effect, and add the reboot. Be able to set that. So yeah, that's great. That's great. A lot of options with this, really good. And keep in mind, you have 4 cards in hand. So you should be able to play through some sort of negation. I know Rockets have a huge weakness to Nib and to Super Poly specifically, because they're all dark dragons. That means it's very easy to Super Polymerization over, get a Starving Venom, Dragostapelia, all that. But you have a lot of pushes to be able to play through it. So now I'm going to the next combo. This is going to be, right now it's an OCG only combo, but the card is going to be released to the TCG. So let's get into it. So the card that's an amazing 1-card combo is Rokket Barrage. Now this card is not available to the TCG yet, but when it is, this will be the best card in your deck. For Rokket Dragon Link or just pure Rokket, this is the best card in your deck. It's like Rokket Circular. It's so broken. Right, so go over its effects. You can send 1 Dark Dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard, except a level 5 monster, and special summon this card from your hand. Then also you can not special summon from the extra deck except for dark monsters. That's on pretty much every new Rokket card. It's whatever. And then its effect, like all the other Rockets, whenever a Link monster targets it, you can tribute this card and then summon a Rokket each from your hand, deck, graveyard, and or banishment, except Rokket Barrage. So yeah, pretty pretty broken card. Really broken card, and it gives you a crazy end board off of just it alone. So let's get into the combo. You're going to use this effect, and you're going to send Abzerada Dragon. You'll be able to summon this card. You're going to use this effect, and you're not going to add Rokket Tracer, but you're going to add Rokket Loader. Next, you're just going to normal summon Rokket Loader. And instead of Abzerada, you're going to add Noctivision Dragon. Next, you're going to go into the Striker Dragon. You're going to summon it, trigger its effect. And then you're going to use Noctivision and Chain Link 2 to chain block your opponent, try to stop them from ashing you, etc. So Noctivision Dragon effect, summon itself. Then you're going to add Boots Sector Launch. After that, per usual, going to Delindrus, Noctivision effect. The card you draw doesn't matter. It's going to forget this in her hand. So next, you're going to special summon. Use this effect. Add double interlock. Go into the fusion. Fatal Flare. Rokket Loader and Striker. Gonna use this effect. Forgetting that we have the Tracer in hand, this is just a random draw. You would just add the Tracer from your deck to your hand. Now with this, you can activate Boot Sector Launch. And you're going to summon it specifically to a zone a Link monster points to. Now you're going to trigger Delindrus. And you can chain this if you want. So you're going to pop this. You're going to summon Rokket Detonator from the deck using Tracer's effect. And then you summon Delindrus. Next, with Rokket Tracer, going to get out Pisty. Now, Pisty's effect, you want to summon back the Rokket Barrage specifically. Now, Per usual, you're going to summon Borland with the 3 links. After that, Fatal Flare. Standard stuff that we went over before. Detonator effect. Summon it back. Then you go into the second link 5, Boral Shroud. No. Now this is where Rocket Barrage gets crazy, because you use the effect of Borland Dragon, you'll target Rocket Barrage. Target any rocket, but then you'll trigger the Barrage effect. And with this, you want to specifically summon Hollow Rocket Dragon from your deck. Alright, got that sorted out, so... there you go, had to summon the Rocket Tracer from the hand. I was like, what the hell? But that's irrelevant. So what you want to do... summon Dispatter. And then, you're not always going to have a rocket in your hand. So if you forget you have this on the field, you're going to use Dispatter's effect. And you're going to add the Delindrous Dragon back to the field. Either one works, but I'd like to get Delindrous Dragon back from banishment because he's recursion. You summon a rocket, you can summon itself, more material for link monsters. But now we're going to go into the Breach Boral. Boom. It's going to use this effect. Set that, and there you go. So this is why the Rocket Barrage is super broken. Another Tracer isn't guaranteed. That's just a top deck from the Noctivision, but everything else is. The Bestial Dispatter, Boral Shroud Dragon, Borland, Breach Boral, and the Trap. You just get an extra body and negate off of the Rocket Barrage, but it's really damn good. A Dispatter for an end board is amazing, especially for Dragon Link. It's just an incredible end board. Currently, OCG only for the moment. OCG only 1-card combo. But yeah, when he gets released, he will be the best, absolute best card in the deck, bar none. But let's get into the final combo of the video. So here we have more of a Dragon combo. The previous combos have been purely rocket focused, just to show what now a pure rocket deck could do, you know, with just their rocket engine, which is great. So here's a really good broken combo. It's a 2-card combo with Black Metal Dragon and Quick Launch. All these 3 cards are completely irrelevant to the combo. You don't need them, so let's get into it. Boom, some Black Metal, go into Striker, Black Metal effect. You add Red MD and Boot Sector Launch. Now, in an actual game, you'd want to make the Striker Dragon effect Chainlink 2 and the Chainlink 1, just in case, just so you can end on something, right? Just to make sure you can end on like a Heretic Seals, just in case they have Nib or something. But let's get into it. Boom, banish that, summon back the Red MD. And why this is important is because you're going to go into Seals, and then you're going to trigger the Black Metal effect to add the Red Eyes Full Metal Dragon. And this card right here is just absolutely broken. Absolutely broken, so... yeah, use Quick Launch, some Rocket Loader. And it's going to trigger its effect. Boom, Abs Rider. Go to the Delindrous. Pretty much with this combo, it's the same combo as the previous few, except for you just start off with a Heavenly Spears. Right, that's the only difference. Oh, and the Black Metal plays. But you just use the Red Eyes engine, get into Spears, and then you can do the rest. This is really good because, let's say they nib you, you still have something, right? You can go into a Bestial, whatever. Do that, summon Tracer effect, you're gonna pop it, summon Silver Rocket, Trizboral, add the fusion, go into Pisty effect, get back Silver Rocket, Delindrous triggers, boom, Borland, use the fusion, activate the effect, add Detonator, special summon Detonator, boom, go up to Trizboral, use Detonator effect, summon Trizboral, go to second 5. And as you can see, this is already really impressive, but this is what makes the Black Metal engine so good. It's just an Omni Negate. It's a free Omni Negate. You're going to set this, shuffle this back into the deck, And you can tribute a monster and just summon this straight from the deck, which is great. Use this effect, boom, go into Draco. And yeah, that's the full board. So you don't need to go into Draco. You can just keep the Rokket there, honestly. I don't know, it's kind of just like a flex. You could go into it if you want to. It's a good card. But yeah, with just the Red MD engine and a quick launch, you get into a pretty juicy board. Excuse me. All of this is guaranteed. You get Disruption, a Monster Negate, Omni Negate, and a Banish, and then you get another Omni Negate. You have to use this. With this combo, you can go into it immediately after you use Draco's effect, and then summon out a Full Metal, but I'll say you want to use Borland's effect first, negate one of their monster effects, summon back a Rokket, and then use the Max Metamorph. Right. And you can tribute any monster for this, which is absolutely amazing. I think this is definitely one of the best end boards the deck can go on. And this is off like a Dragon Link variant. So now let's just go into kind of final thoughts about the deck and what I think about it overall. So final thoughts about the deck. I think it's great. It's not inherently competitive. I don't expect this to like top a YCS or anything. It has a lot of weaknesses. Super Poly, Nibiru, any Mole Charmy under the sun, and you know, Fuelos kind of kills it, not gonna lie. You're doing a lot, especially somebody from the extra deck and deck. Perulia also kind of kills it, especially something from the hand from like Absrouter. The deck has a lot of weaknesses, especially in like the modern metagame, but I do think it is a good deck at its core, and I definitely think it's really worth getting invested into. This isn't like a final build. A lot of tweaking, 60 cards. Surprisingly, it works. But yeah, really fun deck, really cool combos, and I can definitely recommend to check it out, especially when the new support comes by. It's just absolutely insane. Oh, and I failed to mention Borload Liberator Dragon, easily going to be, I think, a mandatory to play on the deck. It's just absolutely insane. Some read the effect. You can only special summon Borload Liberator Dragon once per turn. Once per turn, during the battle phase, quick effect, you can place one monster your opponent controls in the zone this card points to and take control of it. Now, that doesn't say until the end of the turn. And also, your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. You just own their monster, and so it gets destroyed or used as a material for something, which is absolutely insane, and it's non-targeting. So you just summon, let's say they have, I don't know, what's a good card? Let's just say they have this, for example, Chaos Angel, right? Can't be destroyed by battle because they use dark monsters. Well, you link summon into Liberator, use this effect, and just take control of it. Boom. Boom. It's a great board breaker, but the second effect is what makes it really busted in my opinion. So once per chain, if this card's in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target one monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card. It doesn't say once per turn, it says once per chain, right? And why this is important is because you can target your Rokket monsters that you control, and then trigger off their effects. But also, this won't get special summoned. That's the important part. You can only summon it once per turn, but because you use the Rocket's effect to tribute off, it kind of like negates the Liberator effect. You just can't summon the Liberator, but that makes it a monster in the graveyard that can just trigger Rockets at any moment, right? So let's say you have Borland, you negate a monster effect, and let's say you get out like Silver Rokket. You can use Liberator when your opponent changes a card. You go into that chain with Liberator, target the Silver Rokket, the boom with Silver Rokket, you banish one of their extra deck cards. He's not summoned, he's still in your graveyard, right? So if you're able to get another Rokket on the field, let's say during the end phase of the turn or something, let's say like in the end phase you're going up against Branded, all of their effects activate during the end phase, so you'll be chaining your Rokket effects to summon back Rockets, so then you can use Liberator. If I understand this correctly, you can use Liberator to target a Rokket and then trigger their effects to potentially break your opponent's board even more. So this card is definitely amazing. I think it's definitely a card worth playing in the deck. 100% should play it. And also with the extra deck, this isn't kind of my final build. I'm still tweaking things. I want to play Disturbim. I might I might take out Berserker, you don't really need it. For Breach Burrow, I mean, I only have him in the deck because he searches out a counter trap that negates spell and traps. That's just really good. Yeah, he's the only reason I play the trap. But yeah, this is my Dragon Link deck so far with the new support. Just testing it out, having fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.